Oh no! Not another cartoon YouTuber talking about obsession. I'm sure everything's gonna go fine, right? Oh, Jesus. This movie was so much fun, okay? I feel like I actually owe them money because I had such a great time watching this movie, alright? There's something in it for everyone, okay? Girls, you're gonna love it because it's a horror. You guys are into that for some reason. I don't know, alright? Guys, you're gonna love it, especially guys who have been in relationships before. This is a fucking comedy, dude. Dude, this is on par with White Chicks. That's how good this is, okay? Every scene, I was like, oh shit, that's familiar. I've been there before. Okay, do you remember that scene in Multiverse of Madness when Wanda's like spazzing out, "This is me having mercy," or some shit like that? And she gave you that look that every girlfriend has given me? Oh my god, it's perfect. Now, obviously, it's an exaggeration, alright? If there really is a girl this crazy in real life, you need to call the cops. That's not good for anybody. But that's not exactly the case, all right? It's not just some random crazy girl. It's actually this guy who made a wish from this rinky-dink store, and the wish was for the woman he likes to love him more than anyone in the fucking world. And you know, the director came out and said like, hey, this isn't like a monkey paw kind of thing where it intentionally fucks up your wish. No, this is just like, it's just gonna follow your wish. And what happens when a woman loves you more than anyone in the fucking world? Guess what, buddy? She's gonna go fucking crazy. Alright? She's gonna go nuts! Like Michael Keaton, you wanna get nuts? Let's get nuts! That's what she's gonna do. And it's your fault, cause you asked for it. Yeah, so the plot of Obsession, what happens? This guy, he makes a wish, the woman falls in love with him, and she starts doing crazy shit, and the crazy shit escalates to the point where he can't take it anymore, and he's gotta put a stop to it, alright? In the meantime, there's a lot of fun and games, okay? I don't know if this movie followed the Joseph Campbell hero's journey, but I tell you what, they really focused on the fun and games. There's so many great moments in this film. Okay, honestly, it is a sad situation. Alright? I'm not gonna tell you much beyond that because I want you to go watch it, but if you have watched it already, stay tuned, okay? I'm gonna talk spoilers now. Boom, put the spoiler tag right here. Alright? It's really fucked up what happens at the end, because at the end, Nikki's the only one surviving out of the main four, and she's in a horrible position. Alright? All her friends are dead, and technically she killed all of them. Right? Technically, right? If you look at it, she killed all of them. Either directly or indirectly. In most cases, directly. Right? I mean, the whatever wish demon, freaky Nikki, was killing them. Alright? Every time she did some freaky shit, I was like, oh shit, freaky Nikki is here! Right, and the way they chose to portray Freaky Nikki is not just by her actions, not just by her dialogue, which is great, but they also did some really cool shit with the lighting, alright? There's parts in this movie where she's intentionally silhouetted, and they had to shine some light in her eyes so you can only see the sparkle in her eyes, and it's really unsettling. She looked like Emu from One Piece. You know, it's just a silhouette with eyes. That's it. That's how she looks like in a lot of parts in this movie, and I thought, that was brilliant. Right? Hey, directors, hey, cinematographers, you can actually use lighting to make your scene have a lot more impact. You know? If you're gonna have a character called Supergirl, maybe you don't want to light her from an unflattering angle. Alright, how about that? You can move the light around, alright? Make her look good because she's Supergirl. Not average girl, not scary girl, not Freaky Nikki. You know that scene that's been going around? The one that... I feel like you don't love me. You know that scene? Yeah, they made her look ugly on purpose, and that was beautiful because that's the point. She's supposed to look ugly and unsettling. Okay? It's not like Supergirl. No hate to Millie Alcock. She's a pretty gal. All right, she aight. She cute. Not as bad as Sasha, but she cute. She aight. but they lit her so disgustingly in the movie. I can't take it. I can't take it seriously. You know, I thought they were doing a disservice to David Cornsweet by putting a goofy lens on him to make him look like Luffy. Right? I thought that was bad enough, and then they just did worse to Supergirl. I'm getting sidetracked here. Let's go back to Obsession, okay? Freaky Nikki! Oh, that's the best character in the world, dude. There's so many times during this movie I'm like, this is the best movie in the world. I'm having so much fun. This is hilarious. Right? I'm not gonna tell you what crazy shit she does because you've probably already seen it on TikTok or Instagram. But yeah, her acting is amazing. She's Indy Navarrete. I don't know how to say her name. Indy, alright? She's really good at doing facial expressions. And it's baffling that I have to say this because you would think that an actor would be good at conveying emotions through their face. However, I just watched The Boys, and Starlight can't really do that. I wonder why. Alright, I didn't watch Stranger Things, but I think the main character couldn't do that either. I wonder why. It's a mystery. Right? She's 25. She can afford to move her face around like Jim Carrey, alright? She's young. Alright, just take some collagen, moisturize, you'll be fine, okay? Don't worry about it too much. She's basically like the K-pop Demon Hunters in real life form, alright? The K-pop Demon Hunters was amazing because they did all sorts of crazy facial expressions that you don't normally see from women, especially, animated or in real life. But Indy fucking nailed it, dude. She was awesome. She's like Holland, alright? You watch the World Cup, you know Holland? All the fucking funny faces they make. Every time they appear on my screen, I know I'm in for a treat. They're gonna do some funny shit. That's Freaky Nikki, alright? Freaky Nikki and Holland. These are my top 2 people of July 2026, alright? They're awesome. I love them. Yeah, and if we talk about like pre-Freaky Nikki, just regular Nikki, she was alright too. You know, she was making jokes, she was joshing the bear around. Oh, let's talk about Bear later, alright? But she was fine. She had dreams, you know, she's super nice, right? But she's one of the boys, right? She's one of the boys in the body of a hot chick, which is the dream, basically, alright? Every man's dream. I'm gonna do a hot take, alright? But be ready. Get ready. Are you ready? Are you sat down? Alright? Every man's dream is a trans man girlfriend who's super hot and female presenting. That's every man's dream, okay? Moving on, let's talk about Bear, alright? Would women rather be with a bear or a man? Well, I think Curry, that's his name, the director. Curry did something really fantastic because he took the worst of both. Bear is fucked up, dude. I'll say that right now, alright? You're not gonna Alex Meyer me. I am 100% against Bear. Fuck Bear. He was a pussy at the start. He was a pussy at the end. I'll explain, alright? So at the start, he was too much of a pussy to tell Nikki, that he liked her, right? He was too much of a pussy to do that. And then, at the end of the movie, when it's the only option is he has to fucking kill himself, he doesn't do that, right? He chickened out. He pussied out. And I thought that was such a fantastic moment, because apparently that was improvised. Right? That's the magic of filmmaking. You get to come up with shit on the fly. Right? And that was a great character choice. Shout out to, I don't know his name, Kirk. I'll just call him Kirk. Okay. Sorry, Michael McDonald. I don't know what the fuck your name is. I'll call you Kirk. He's back, baby. Candace, you can relax. He's back. He's fine. Sorry. So anyway, Kirk's a fucking asshole in this movie because, you know, at first I could excuse his behavior. At first it was like, hey, you know what? He didn't think the wish would actually happen. He didn't think it was real. And then he starts getting clues that it might be real, but he's like, oh man, I really like this chick. I'm just gonna pretend that it's not happening, and that's kind of shady, you know? But at the moment where he got the phone call and he heard this nonchalant boss, the king of I don't give a fuckistan, right? He heard that guy, and then that guy said, would you like to speak to Nikki? And Nikki's like screaming from the depths of hell. And Kirky boy over here didn't give a fuck. And then Nikki's like, please kill me. Please kill me. Please. Bear, please kill me. I wanna die. Please kill me. And Bear didn't give a fuck. He made it all about himself. He just said like, yeah, is it that bad to be with me? Yes, yes it is. She wants to kill herself. Do yourself okay, you don't have to kill yourself, alright? I understand that's a big ask. Alright? That's a big axe. Alright, to kill yourself. Maybe don't do that. You could find other ways. Right? You could go to the store before anyone dies. Right? He only went to the store after somebody died, by the way. I'll get into that. Right? You could go to the store and say like, hey man, I need to undo this wish. Is there any way I can do this? Right? I know I made a phone call, the fucking bare minimum. You wouldn't even, like, drive down to the store. Right? You could have gone down to the store and bought another one. Maybe try to crack that one. Earlier, before somebody fucking died. Right? If the girl you care about so much is asking you to kill her, I think something's wrong here. Nikki's the true victim in all this, alright? All her friends are fucking assholes. I would say Ian's the least asshole-y guy. Okay? But Bear didn't give a fuck about her until somebody died. Okay? I understand Bear's going through some shit. He lost his cat. Right? That's another thing. You know the thing with the cat? Dude, if your cat is dead, and Nikki's like supposedly one of your friends, just fucking tell her, dude, I can't make it, alright? My cat died. Right? Just one and done. Okay? And if you don't want to tell her that because you don't want people to feel bad for you, just say like, look, I really just can't make it. Something came up. Alright, I'm really sorry. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow, but today I really can't. I'll explain tomorrow. Alright, just say it like that. And why the fuck would you leave the cat just there? Dude, the cat's gonna get decomposed in your house. You bury it. What are you doing? Put it in a box at least. Right? I don't know if you put it in a box. It was a dark movie, but put it somewhere. He left it on the bed. Dude, I'm sorry to say, that's not your cat anymore, okay? That is just a body. Your cat is gone. Your cat is hopefully in cat heaven getting 72 cat pussy, alright? Alright, it's a girl cat, alright? Cat dick, I don't know what girl cat's like. But that's not your cat anymore, and you gotta bury that shit, okay? You gotta bury it respectfully, you know, have a good little cry, and then respectfully return that body from the earth in which it came from. That's what you do, okay? You don't fucking leave it lying around. I would say even Freaky Nikki was more respectful to the cat, because at least she made like a nice little altar. You know, she tried to decorate it a bit, you know? It's still weird, but it's better than just laying it there, just out in the open. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Bury your cat. Have some goddamn respect, dude. Maybe be more careful with your pills, alright? Because the cat wasn't like old or anything. You just left the pills out there. For fuck's sake, man. I'm so pissed with Bear. Fuck Bear, man. Fuck you, Kirk. But I did enjoy looking at him because he just looked so much like Charlie Kirk. It was just like, oh shit, he's back. There's been so many Charlie Kirk memes. It's like, this whole movie is just like, I just get flashbanged, you know? It's like, I wasn't expecting it. I'm getting invested in the story. Boom, Kirk! It's like, I want to find out what happens. Oh, boom, Kirk! Alright, let's talk about the other assholes in this film. Sarah. Alright? Yes, that's right. I'm victim blaming. Fuck you, Sarah. First of all, you didn't have the balls to tell Kirk that you like him. That's fine, alright? You know, you drop several hints. That's what women do. You drop the handkerchief, right? You do a lot of subtle things because women aren't as direct. That's fine. That's the world we live in. That's okay. Alright, you don't have to be super direct. But when you see that Kirky's already moved on with someone, I would think the right thing to do is back the fuck off. Don't get involved. Don't fucking lean your head on his shoulder. What the fuck are you doing? Isn't Nikki your friend? I thought you guys were all friends. Isn't Nikki your friend? What are you doing with her boyfriend? What are you doing, Sarah? And then, when you see him at the party, and she's obviously fucked up, right? Either some mental issues, or she's on drugs, or both, or it's that time of the month. I don't know, alright? It could be a combination of a lot of fucking shit, but clearly, your friend is not in the right state of mind, right? She's acting crazy, and the cherry on top, she takes a broken bottle, stabs herself in the face. Clearly, she's not all there. And clearly, she's super, super possessive of her bear. Right? I just dropped some bars on you. She's not all there. She possessive of bear. And what bright idea did Sarah have, huh? I'm gonna go see her boyfriend at 3 a.m. alone in a car and tell him I like him and tell him he should have kissed me. Wow! That's great, Sarah. Wow, Shia LaBeouf clapping right here. Holy fuck, that's good, Sarah. That's a brilliant idea. A woman with no regard for her own safety. Right? You're gonna go and flirt with her boyfriend. That's a And you even went to him, where you know she's probably there too. Sarah, ain't you Asian? Man, you a disgrace to Asian. You need to get your Asian card revoked. You too dumb to be Asian. Fuck you, Sarah. No, she didn't deserve to go out like that, but I really couldn't feel that bad for her. Because you have zero sense of self-preservation, alright? Yeah, what happened you shouldn't have happened, but it's like if you see a river full of crocodiles, I'm not gonna take a dip, okay? It's a hot day, you know what? I'm just gonna go somewhere air-conditioned. I'm not gonna take a dip in the crocodile-infested water. What are you, fucking stupid? Don't you feel silly? Don't you feel
retarded?
But that's why I love this movie, though. It's so funny. It's so funny that people are fucking stupid. And I love what Nikki said to Bear right after. He said, No, it's okay, honey. It's okay, honey. This is all your fault. She's right. She's totally right, because he should have acted way sooner. Alright? He should have tried to get this settled way before it got to this point. Alright? She was acting crazy way before this point, and he was fine with it. Okay? Who's the other asshole here? Ian. Alright? Ian's the least asshole, but he's still an asshole. Because if you recall, like, my major gripe with Bear at the start was that he was just too much of a pussy to tell Nikki that he liked her. And who was discouraging him from telling her? It was Ian. Okay? Ian was the fucking asshole who said, like, hey man, you got time. Hey man, don't ruin trivia night for me. I jerk off to trivia night. No, you were jerking off inside Nikki, you asshole. I don't know if he was actually doing that, or is that just some lie that the Wasian chick was saying. Right? I don't know if that was accurate, but you know, you're his boy. Either way, you should tell him, right? You should either tell him to man up and just tell Nikki how you feel, or flirt with her, or ask her out, right? Instead of telling him to not do it. And if you were fucking Nikki, if your friend just came up to you and said like, hey man, I really like this girl, and you know that you've been banging this girl for a couple of months or years, it's a hard conversation, but you gotta say like, hey man, I'm sorry to tell you, me and her, we're kind of a thing. We got a situation going on, alright? An entanglement. I know it's not an easy conversation. You don't want to lose your boy, but you gotta talk about it. So he was a pussy too, right? He was a pussy too because he couldn't tell Kirk that, hey, I'm smashing the girl you like. I'm sorry. All of this could have been avoided if he just did that. But no, he prolonged it. And then, right, Kirk and Nikki were having a great time. And then he interrupted their dinner. Twice, mind you. Alright, Bear was doing the right thing. He just put down the phone. He's like, hey, I'm on a date. I'm gonna respect my partner. I'm gonna put down the phone. Alright, I'll get to you later. But he called again. And he basically said, like, some really damaging shit. Which, even if it's true, why is it your place to go CSI her, huh? Why can't you let this guy be happy? He's been talking about being happy for a while. If you really cared about your boy's well-being, maybe you should have told him that you were smashing her. Right? If you really cared that much. Okay? So, fuck you, Ian. I don't blame him so much for not believing the One Wish Willow thing. That's kind of a realistic reaction. I do blame him for taking so long to react though, because he and Bear were in that scene where he got $1 billion. And that scene went on for like a while. And then they cut to Bear being at his place again, so there was some time in between and he could have said like, okay dude, I believe you, I'm sorry, let's try to figure this out. But he took way too long and he started banging on the door. Alright, when there was clearly a shouting match going on, and he just busted in and he got his brains blown out. And I don't feel bad for him. It's like, yo, you were too slow, my man. You was too slow. You gotta step it up. Yeah, so everyone in this movie except for Nikki's an asshole, alright? Nikki's only crime was telling Bear that she dropped her necklace in the drain, and that's what sparked this whole chain of events, okay? But as frustrated as I am with these characters and the choices they made, I had a great fucking time. Another great character is the second store owner, the shopkeeper. right? I don't know why they changed shopkeepers halfway, but this guy just gave off like very nonchalant, early Crowder vibes before he yelled at his wife. You know, the pre-yelling at your pregnant wife Crowder. That's the vibe he gave. You know, just laid back, just chill. I like that guy. You know, I'll have a beer with him. I don't even drink, but I'll have a beer with him. He was funny. And then apparently, he revealed on TikTok that he already made his wish, and his wish was serenity. That's why he was so chill. I love it. Maybe you should kill yourself. Oh no, have you tried that? He was just so calm about it. It's like, yeah, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta kill yourself. I'm just spitballing here. I love that guy. That guy was my self-insert, or at least what I aspire to be, you know? I wish I could be that chill. I'm working on it. So yeah, if you haven't seen this movie, please go watch it. I'm gonna watch it again. Alright? Because Freaky Nikki reminds me of days past. A simpler time. You know, in hindsight, I think I would have handled that situation a lot better, but, you know, seeing it on screen, it just makes me feel heard. It's like, oh shit, I'm not the only one who's going through this situation. This is like a universal thing. Alright, this is how some women react. And it's fine. You gotta love and accept them for what they are. Okay? Just make sure you're not, like, using some voodoo magic shit to get them there. Alright? If they're there on their own, hey, that's what's gonna happen. Alright? Again, obviously the movie is an exaggeration. If a girl cooks your dead cat, fucking leave. Run. Okay? Get out. But, like, if she starts having a temper tantrum when you're having a nice day, okay, that's normal. That's fine. Okay? If you're in bed and she tells you to stay, that's normal. Okay? If you're working a long day and she drops a, I feel like you don't love me as much as I do, that's normal. That's fine. Oh god, I miss my ex, you know? After watching this movie, I was like, you know what? Come here, sweetheart. I know you drive me up a wall, but that's okay. Alright, I'm gonna watch this again. You should watch it too, alright? These guys are super young. They started on YouTube. They're great. It's a horror if you want to see it as a horror. It's a comedy if you want to see it as a comedy. It's great. Go watch it. Bye. And don't forget to like and subscribe.